In a small village surrounded by green fields and quiet hills, there lived a young man named Ayan. Ayan was simple, honest, and full of dreams. His father was a farmer who worked from dawn till sunset, yet they barely earned enough to eat. But Ayan always believed that life could be better, not just for him, but for everyone in the village. Since childhood, he had watched his father struggle to grow crops because the land was dry. There was a river flowing near the mountains, but the water never reached their fields. One day, Ayan thought, what if I make a small canal from that river to our land? If water reaches here, everyone's life will change. It was a big dream for a poor boy, but Ayan's heart was full of courage. He shared his idea with the villagers, hoping they would help him. But instead, people laughed. Old men said, "This boy doesn't know anything. If it was that easy, we would have done it years ago." Some youngsters mocked him. "You'll waste your life digging soil while others make money." Even his best friend Rashid said softly, "Ayan, I know you want to help, but people are right. This is impossible."
Ayan smiled, but felt a storm inside. Still, he decided to start. Every morning, before sunrise, he picked up his spade and walked toward the hill. He began digging a small path, shaping it slowly toward the river. The work was hard. His hands got blisters, his back hurt, but his determination didn't break. Days turned to weeks. Some children from the village would stop by to watch him work and laugh. They called him the crazy digger. Some adults also mocked. "He's wasting his youth." But Ayan never replied. He just kept digging. At night, when he lay under the open sky, tired and covered in mud, he whispered to himself, "They don't see what I see. One day they'll understand." But life was not easy. One day, heavy rain washed away part of his half-built canal. His heart broke. He sat beside the collapsed section, tears in his eyes. That evening, when he returned home, his mother looked at him and said, "Ayan, your hands are bleeding. Please stop, my son. You can't fight everyone." Ayan had no answer. That night, he sat outside, staring at the moon, wondering if he was really wrong. Just then, his old grandfather came and sat beside him. He had lived a long life and seen many failures and successes. He looked at Ayan and said in a calm voice, "My son, when I was your age, I also had dreams, but I stopped believing in them because of what people said. That was the biggest mistake of my life. If you stop now, you'll make the same mistake." Ayan looked at him silently. His grandfather continued, "People only laugh because they stopped believing in themselves. They will call you mad until your work starts showing results. Never believe others more than you believe yourself." Those words became light in Ayan's dark night. He didn't sleep. He sat awake till sunrise, thinking about his grandfather's wisdom. Next morning, with new strength, he went back to work.
Day after day, month after month, he kept digging. Some villagers started saying, maybe he's not crazy after all. But still, no one helped. Ayan worked alone, rain or shine, winter or summer. Sometimes he sold small wooden toys in the market to buy food. At other times, he worked for farmers to earn a little money for tools. It took him 3 long years to bring the canal close to the mountain stream. One morning, as the sun rose, Ayan stood near the final section. He opened the wooden gate he had built with his hands. For a moment there was silence, and then the water began to flow. Slowly, the water made its way through the canal and into the fields. The dry soil drank it eagerly. Birds flew overhead, and children shouted with joy. The entire village gathered around. Old men who once mocked him now stood speechless. Farmers cried tears of happiness as their fields came alive again. Even Rashid, his old friend, ran to him and hugged him tightly. He said, "You did it, Ayan. You really did it." Ayan looked at the flowing water, his eyes filled with tears, but this time tears of joy. He said softly, "If I had believed others, this day would never have come." The villagers celebrated that night. They named the canal Ayan's Stream, and from that day onward, every child in the village was told the story of the boy who believed in himself when no one else did. Years later, when Ayan became an old man, people still came to thank him. He would smile and tell them, "Don't believe others more than you believe yourself. The world changes only when someone ignores the noise and keeps working in silence." He then looked at the running water, calm, clear, and endless, and whispered, "This water taught me the biggest lesson. It never stops flowing, no matter how many rocks try to block its way. People will always talk. They'll doubt, criticize, and discourage you. But remember, their words come from their limits, not yours. If you listen to them, you'll stop where they stopped. If you believe in yourself, you'll go where they never could. Dreams only come true for those who keep walking when others tell them to stop. So never give up, never lose faith, and above all, don't believe others, believe yourself."